mysterious letter has been delivered to the group, asking them to meet with Knight Rodgier, a known associate of the Broken Brotherhood of Steel and Lonnie's longtime friend. Our crew sets out across the river to meet him. This is Rad Rolls in the sunken sewers of Bourbon Street. The next time that we see everyone together, you all have had your downtime. You've had some rest. Essentially 3 days of just like really decompressing and just like doing nothing but just eating, and not that there's much to eat, but hanging out, getting some weapons, doing some mods, and some other stuff. And you all have gotten a note from Knight Rodgier to approach the sewer at his request, and you all have decided to go. You all pieced together a fan boat. Not going to be a fan boat venture like last time where a giant gator claw came up. You all unceremoniously approach a sewer grate that kind of has like a spray painted kind of on the side. It's giant. It's a spray painted like gear and a sword. Beside that, you all have kind of unloaded yourselves and your equipment from the boat and have ascended into the sewer itself. I will now draw your attention to roll 20, where there is now a map before you as a reference to locations. You enter this sewer area and you see essentially 5 people fully clad in power armor. 2 of them have their helmets off. One of them you recognize as Knight Rodgier, and the other one you recognize as Knight Captain Carmen. They are essentially gutting and kind of like skinning gator claw corpses, getting the leather off of their skin, salvaging them for meat. They have a few basic bunks around, but they mainly have spaces for storing all of this gator claw product, as well as several almost like large spears with fancy ends on them that they've been using to kind of do all of their work. There is this giant, almost like pinboard of a map in front of the crew, and as you all ascend, Knight Rodgier sees you all enter and kind of like is wary for his glaive, and shouts out, "All right, who's there?"
Lonnie Haybear.
Oh, God. Lonnie, oh, my God. I assume that you know. I assume that I was too dumb to know.
I'm going to need a few more words in that sentence, buddy.
Paladin Buffon was a total, like, asshole murderer, man, that was trying to coerce us into... He's not even real Brotherhood of Steel. He wasn't even a real nigger.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so, yes. That, we found out the hard way.
Yeah, he did kind of try and kill us.
Jesus.
Hi.
Emphasis on try.
Yeah.
Well, he did try really hard.
Emphasis on try.
Yeah, Lonnie shot him in the head at close range.
Oh my God.
Man, you didn't need to go into that kind of detail, Hazel. Come on.
It was impressive.
Just because he got there closer and faster than I did, I would have done it.
No, you did great, Clark.
Knight Captain Carmen overhears that you all essentially viciously murdered Paladin Buffon, and she's like almost a rage builds up inside her, and she kind of like quiets herself and mutters under her breath, be like, "Well, at least he's dead, even though I wasn't the one to do it." She's busy kind of cleaning out the gator claw carcass, looking really intense over in the corner. Knight Rodgier looks at you, Lonnie, and reaches out his hand. He says, Well, I'm glad to have you back. I was really worried.
Right. And Knight Carmen, if it's any consolation, the super mutant that you tortured's now dead. So
She
maybe
kind
you
of
can take some solace in that little tidbit.
Hazel's eye twitches.
He kind of like eyes you, kind of glares at you, mutters kind of like gruntingly, everyone made mistakes.
Yeah, we've all mistakenly tortured somebody, that's for sure.
Hazel's eye twitches again.
Knight Rodgier looks at the crew and says, really, I'm so glad to see you all. I mean, one thing that I haven't seen before is, oh my god, that paint! Look at that. You look
Thank
really
you.
nice. Hey,
Very impressive, right?
Where'd you get that power armor from?
I took it off an unpleasant gentleman. He was not happy to part with it.
He laughs and he was like, I'm just pulling your leg, Pep. I know exactly where you got it from. I remember.
Rodgier, there's something that we need to make you aware of. I'm very happy to be having this reunion, and I personally want to do what I can to help you. There are clones of us. When I say us, I mean myself and Pep and Hazel and Clark, and it has been causing some confusion with certain folks. I think it's just, I need you to know, and I really don't have a good way of proving this, that I'm the Lonnie that you've always known and have worked with before, and it might behoove us to come up with some type of system to communicate that we are us and not them. I'm not really articulating this well, Rodgier.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. Do you want like a call and response password or something like that? I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
It's something, but I really like it. It could complicate things, and I don't want you to be in a position where you let your guard down because you're expecting something and it's entirely different from what's delivered. Like this, yeah, a call and response would be great. Like, what's like, Hazel, what's your favorite color?
Would it sound cliche to say green? Sorry, it's
No.
kind of a thing with me.
No, that's good, because if Rodgier says green, then technically you would probably perk up, right? Because like you would think, oh, he's talking to me. But if one of the other people said something like, Pep, what's your favorite, ooh, I don't know. What's your favorite
Socket wrench
person?
size.
Oh yeah, socket wrench size. Yeah. What's your favorite tool? What's your favorite tool?
Oh, and then Pep says something that would totally make sense for a character who was raised around cars and mechanical things.
30
So that
millimeter.
totally makes sense.
Yeah, 30 millimeter lug wrench all the way.
There we go. We'll go with that.
A 30 millimeter
course.
lug wrench. Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Pull the random table on that one. Let's go ahead and roll the D100 on that and see what we land on.
Yeah. So I feel like this is just random enough to work.
Green socket wrench.
Yeah.
So,
You call out green and we'll go socket wrench. And
Yeah.
I
think
well, if we're going with countersigns, maybe we should. Okay, so maybe we should have the the original sign be green, and then the countersign can either, like, if everything's good, it can be gold. And if there's possibly a problem and we need to stay on our guard but not let anybody who's listening know we're on our guard, it'll be purple. So it'll be green and gold or green and purple, which are like, right? Those are New Orleans colors, right?
Yeah,
So,
that got way more complicated for me to remember.
and
That's
soccer.
very complicated.
Yeah,
Okay, well, it was worth a try.
no, I get it. But yeah,
Well,
So-
I mean, I would know it's you, Lonnie. I mean, unless if they've made a full-on duplicate, I mean, I know you personally. I know the kind man that you are. I know how much you want to help people, and I know how much you hold your values to yourself.
yeah,
and-
but I was
I'm gonna go-
cloned after
Clark
Yeah.
wants to go and put one hand on Rodgier's shoulder and say, "Hello, I'm only 3 weeks old. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell who's a clone and who's not."
Oh, I like the green socket wrench idea. One of us says green and the other one says socket wrench, and that's how we know.
Okay,
It's kind of weird, man.
Yeah,
it's pretty
pretty
weird.
Yeah.
fucked up. It's very fucked up.
Yeah, you meet random people out in the waste, and they're like, "Hey, how have you been?" And you're like, "I don't know who you are." There was that time that we had a lot of liquor, but this is like the non-liquor part. Like it's really bizarre. So
thinking
enough
back to
about
that-
our problems. Let's talk about why you're in a sewer.
Yeah. So we found out that Paladin Buffont was conspiring with Marty Buffont to essentially run the city of Old New Orleans into the ground. So Paladin Buffont left, and we left, and tonight we're going to kill Marty Buffont. So
Fine.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm
Clark
on
looks
board
like
with
he's sad
this.
Christmas.
I'm on board.
I was middle of the way, but then I mean, Knight Captain Carmen seemed pretty like ticked off that about the whole not being a part of the Brotherhood of Steel actually was, and so like because Paladin Buffont's not a Brotherhood of Steel member, we're all technically not a part of the Brotherhood of Steel, and now we're just like their own thing. Anyways, we're planning on killing him tonight, and so what we found out is we can't really walk around the city of Old New Orleans in full-on power armor because people will just know who we are.
Yeah,
So,
that's a problem.
We've spent a few days just like killing gator claws in the sewers because the sewers connect to all of the basements of the buildings in the French Quarter. So we have good
I've heard that.
information. We've had good information tonight that at 10 p.m., Marty Buffont is actually going to be meeting with the other council members at in the Carousel Lounge basement to discuss some things. We were planning on trying to kill him at that because we can get away easily. It will be a small enclosed area, and there shouldn't be that many problems.
So Rodgier, have you received any engagement reports concerning Marty Buffont?
I know that there are weird things about him. I have heard that anything that he says, he can make people do, which is why we're not going to spend a lot of time talking to him. We're going to spend some time just killing him.
Yep.
But I heard that there was some mysterious settlers that were in town that were escaping something, and that there was some Brotherhood of Steel armor being shown off in the Port and Depot district, and I figured it was you. And so I have a proposition for you. what me and with the help of Knight Carmen have been doing is clearing out the gator claws out of the sewer. We've been a service to the city. Now, if we go out and kill Marty Buffon, we will be criminals, and everyone will start hunting us down. Even whoever's elected the next mayor of Old Nolans will be hunting us down. So, what we were thinking, and we'll let you be on board with whatever it is. You got to make your own decisions with this. We're going to kill him anyways. Was if you all did the assassination, then we could be people that are doing the community service, that are trying to rebuild the Brotherhood of Steel, and then we would have kind of a space where we could be the mayor. I don't know if Knight Captain Carmen really has the social skills for that, but I would like to try to be the mayor. And if I'm the mayor, I'm not going to send people after you all to kill you. Does that make sense?
Does make sense.
Kind of lost me.
Being a mayor, that's a heavy crown to wear.
You kind of lost me. Why don't we just kill him? And if somebody comes after us, we'll just kill them too. Or we just leave. I don't know why we're making it more complicated than let's kill Marty Buffon. That part I'm fully on board with.
I mean, I'm trying to save the city. I've lived here my whole life.
Roger. Same.
You're doing too much.
Like I'm really, I want the best future for this place. And if nobody is stepping up into a leadership position that we can trust, and I don't see anybody else, then maybe it should be me. Maybe it should be Lonnie. Like maybe it should be somebody who has.
Ooh. The settlement is a big enough responsibility. No, I can't. I couldn't.
Okay. Well,
the situation in New Orleans or Old Orleans is pretty complicated right now. Roger, there's a lot going on. Are you familiar with the Gulf entity?
The what?
The Gulf entity. Okay. Are you familiar with what was in is it Vault 18? Do I have the number right? Is it 18? 18. Are you familiar with what was happening in Vault 18?
No, but I mean, vaults are never to be trusted.
I mean, it's fine to not trust it, but it's still something that was that happened. The citizens of the majority of the citizens in Old Islands are clones.
Exactly.
And they've been basically refreshed every 5 years using an operation that has come out of Vault 18 in preparation for an event that is called the Gulf Entity. It's been determined that there is some large creature that is going to come out of the Gulf that will completely destroy Old Islands. And that it's going to happen in a week's time. Not a week, but weeks plural, like soon. Very soon. So one issue we have is there may not be an Old Islands to lead. Second,
that's what I'm saying.
Clark, do you want to tell the story?
I'm just saying, look, the point is, let's kill Marty. There's not going to be a city to save. It's kind of sad. I know. I'm just saying, let's not worry about that. Let's engage in some wholesome martyring of Marty Buffon. Okay? That'll bring us all together. Yeah?
If what you're saying, Lonnie, is true, I believe you, then we have to do this tonight. It has to be done tonight. And we have to, with this knowledge, lead Old Orleans either in a defensive maneuver or just an escape, because I don't know what to do.
Me either. We have been on the back foot for a week now. and it's been hard to plan. But I don't think there is any love for Marty Buffon among us, myself in particular. We will help with this operation, and we can talk about the repercussions later.
I agree.
I mean,
I think
that sounds like a plan. I'll tell you what. It's 8 p.m. right now. At 10 p.m., I'll meet you at the basement of the Carousel Lounge. I've marked what that building is on your map, and he hands you a map where he updates your Pit Boy, and then you get the quest, then you select it, and then you get the marker on your map.
Yeah,
and
classic,
then,
usual.
But here's the thing: I don't know if I trust my source of information. But on this map, I've detailed the major spots and basements of New Orleans. Maybe you could find out more of what's happening, try to scope out locations, gain more information, because I'm only going off of kind of third, fourth hand information at this point. So it's our best shot, but we know that he's in town. I think he's at the Carousel Lounge at 10 p.m. So I kind of leave it up to you all.
Sure thing. We can root around.
Sounds great. I really appreciate you all.
We'll see what we can do, Rodgier.
All right, so welcome to the old
Is this a dungeon
Nolans-
crawl?
Oh,
finally.
yeah, baby. Welcome
Finally.
to a dungeon crawl. I decided, guess what? It's time to up my GM experience. I wrote this on like nice graph paper. We're going to do this from here on out, baby. We've got I was tired of using virtual tabletops to figure out all this
This
room.
is
No.
beautiful. It
No,
is
we've
gorgeous.
Listen, I
Beautiful.
make maps for a living, so why not make a map for my hobby as well? So you
I
all,
like the
because
sibling. The sibling is very nice.
it's even got some world building on it. Like I'll share this on our Twitter for people at home once the episode is
I like
done.
how Knight Rodgier's got his own concept art on the
Yes.
map. Like
Yes.
he had
Does.
some white space, like some Gregorian monk, and was just putting filigree and stuff in
Yeah.
the margin.
There's like a glaive with a fleur de lis on it. It's like that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Love
All right, yeah. So you all can move throughout the sewer system, kind of however you want, since there's no movement system. But scenes will happen once you go into the basements of buildings, which I will then try to reveal. Hopefully, I'll do that correctly. Right now it's 8 p.m. So after a certain amount of time, I will update the time to probably I'll go in 15-minute increments, based on how long scenes go. But you all kind of have free roam to go wherever you want. You can go right to where Knight Rodgier has marked. Like you can go wherever. There's kind of a timetable of events, so different things may be happening at different places based on what's happening. So I won't say any more to not spoil anything, but I will let you all begin choosing. You all may move your tokens to where you would like to go. If you want to go as a full group, you want to go as pairs, if you want to go as singles, you are allowed to do any of that.
I might retrieve my gun from Pep now that we're,
fair enough.
I figured we were going to be out in the open, and I might need somebody to watch my back, but we were inside a sewer, so okay.
Yep. In
I
basements.
think we should split up and split the people up that are in power armor. And so, yeah. However we want to do that. But
Very
that's what I
succinct,
think we should
Clark.
do.
Very succinct.
That's what I think we should do.
All right. So, what's the move here? Tell me the move. I'm not going to tell you all how to move. You do the moving.
Pep's going to move forward down this long corridor.
I think
Okay.
Clark wants to go to the right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So it might just be. That might be what
A
happens
natural
there.
pairing. Okay. The map will stop. Okay, please, thank you.
All right, so what room are you going to? So Clark is going with Lonnie. Hazel, are you going to go with Pep?
Yeah, I'm going with Pep.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So we'll start with Lonnie and Hazel here. Is that the room you want to go to?
Which Lonnie and Clark or Pep and Hazel?
Lonnie and Clark. I've got well, Lonnie and Clark, Pep and Hazel. Y'all have made your decisions. I'm going to go ahead and reveal those here. And we're going to start with Pep and Hazel here. That's room number 8. Yes. You open this sewer grate and you enter this room, and immediately, to Hazel at least, it smells. It smells rotten eggs. It smells like absolutely atrocious. You don't even know if you could be in here. What you see is a wall filled with giant piles. Oh wait, wait. Okay, I'm gonna redo that bit because you chose the wrong. I read the wrong thing and I labeled them wrong. And my wife said, "You're gonna get something wrong in these notes that you wrote," because I hand wrote them on top of the map, and I did get something wrong. So you enter this area, and immediately your lungs are filled with the smell of like Nag Champa, various potions and things, to what you recognize as like almost like the basement of a head shop. There are tables with strange herbs. You see down a spiral staircase that there are essentially heads of ghouls that are slightly smaller than normal, that are like stuck up with fishing line, that are hanging around. There's a big curtain with a bed over it, and there's some it looks like some like figurines on a table. What are you all gonna do?
Well, I'm investigating this. This is awesome.
This is gross and disgusting and scary. Is there anything about this room that's familiar, like that our characters could reasonably assume, like, oh, is there a location above ground that seems like this could be the basement of?
Do perception plus, I'm gonna say, speech, for difficulty 2. You can both roll that if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah. Let catch up.
Oh. This room's really freaking Pep out.
All right, hold on. Speech perception. I'm on it.
Yeah. You got 0 successes and you got a 20 on there, and your complication is that you sneeze, and like a cartoon, your power armor handle spins in a 360. Whee!
Awesome.
I gotta lock this thing down.
Do it.
Yeah, you got 2 successes from that, and you got a 1. So go ahead and add a luck point to your character sheet.
Yay!
And with 2 successes, you remember that Marty Buffont had an assistant that used what looks like one of the figurines on the table when you all last encountered this person at the Buffont Manor.
I would like to carefully remove those figurines and place them safely, like in my pocket.
Okay, yeah, you kind of go through the figurines, and some of them are just like kind of like broken, but there's a full one, and it's a little burlap sack person with a little head and arms, and there's a big pin needle in it, and you now have that in your pocket.
Okay. Does the little, is there anything like a little mustache drawn on it or anything like that I can identify who this is supposed to be?
No, it's just it's like a basic doll. There's no face on it. It's just like the shape of the head with arms and legs. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll stick it and the pin that's sticking out of it into, or
do you
my
do you take the pin out when you put it in your pocket, or do you leave it in?
I'm gonna leave the pin in for right.
Okay. So you're
Like
still in this room.
I'm smart, but I don't think I know everything, so I'm not touching.
You're still in this room with various potions. Kind of, they're not potions. I say potions just because it's fun to say. Potion seller, sell me. There are various herbs that smell nice. You've got the bed, over in the corner, along with the ghoul heads. What else is going on here for you all?
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything in this room that fundamentally would be useful to us, not on an esoteric level, but more on this is a sharp, stabby thing. This is poison. This is something that is a cure-all for something. Like anything I'd recognize as being useful.
Yeah, do perception plus survival for difficulty 2.
Survival, baby. Come on. Yeah, 0 successes.
0 successes. Yeah, you're looking around. You're looking through these herbs. You can't quite make out what exactly you could put these together for.
Why don't people put labels on bottles, damn it?
There's probably like 20 or 30 of them just kind of laid there. You don't quite know, but when you start kind of rummaging around, the eyes of one of the ghoul heads kind of opens and starts looking around. What do you all do?
Okay. I'm going to take a little piece. Is there a piece of fabric, like a scarf, or throw over it?
There's essentially drapes and a bed, like a big bed there. What are you going to do? What are you going to use?
I'm just going to take a piece of drape and toss it over it so it can't see.
You kind of rip the drape and throw it over the ghoul heads, and you hear the ghoul heads going, "Intruder, intruder, intruder, intruder," but it's slightly muffled. What are you all doing next? Essentially, when you move those drapes, you kind of tug the bed sheets, and you see there's like a tiny book in that bed as well.
Ooh, a book. I'm taking the book.
Pep, what do you got in here? What is this? What do you feel about? How does Pep feel about a head shop?
Talking head.
I think he's gonna the ghoul head that is making the noise. Pep's gonna tear it off the wall. Like he's gonna grab it and pull it off the wall.
Yeah, you do that. You're in power armor. It's a ghoul head on a fishing line, so don't need to roll for that one.
Yeah.
It's just like looking at you, going, "Intruder, intruder, intruder."
All right, Pep's gonna stomp on it.
Oh
my god!
You throw this ghoul head on the floor, and it just like crumples under your weight, just in like the way that you would smash like a pomegranate, maybe
Terminator 1. Opening scene Terminator
Smashing
1
pumpkin.
where the camera pans to the skull and then just like the exo stomps it. Yeah.
And with this it creates splash. So do a I would say do an agility plus survival difficulty 1 check, Hazel.
All right, say that one more time.
Agility plus survival for difficulty 1.
Okay. I got 1.
All right, 1 success. Yeah, so a green mist kind of like comes up, and you all step back, and you the mist dissipates and kind of like falls to the floor at this point. The mist came from the head. The kind of like ash of the head, grapefruit, and then a mist came up from the grapefruit mess. This is very visceral. I love describing gore. I didn't realize about this about myself until we did this podcast. This is a brand new world in now.
Did our Geiger counters or anything kind of ping? Like, was it radioactive?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was.
I'm fine because I'm in power armor. I don't know how Hazel feels
you
about
all,
little
you all
radioactive head bomb.
A book and the doll, essentially, from this room.
Yeah. If this is Esther's place, we should get out of here before she comes back.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, so you all leave that room, and now the scene changes to Clark and Lonnie. Clark and Lonnie, You exit the sewer grate to see a pile of 20 dead ghouls sitting in a corner. You're down this hallway. You look down, and you realize where you are. You're back in the Old Nolans Museum, where you all famously found the King of Old Nolans. You kind of remember the layout of there being a few things in here, the parade floats with the King of Old Nolans there, the World War II costume exhibit, and along with the garage and car here. What are you all doing in here?
Yeah, I think we're both going to have a moment of familiarity with this place, especially if there are still ferals in here.
Yeah. Does it look like, so the bodies have been piled up, so it looks like somebody was in here to like clean it? Am I kind of getting that?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not just like in a pile from where you killed them all. Like they are
Right.
like piled up just in the corner to just like get them out of the way.
Is there anything else that is like noticeably different about the space?
All the doors are open, which is kind of weird because most of the exhibits were kind of closed off. You also see like a strange faint glow coming down the hall.
Clark, do we have any reason to be back in here? They use this for storage of ferals.
I feel like there were some interesting things that were kept in here, but I also feel like the risk of...
Yeah, anything that's going to deal with Marty, though.
They would have taken it out. They've already been in here to clean it up.
Yeah, I think we make a mental note. I think there was a car in here that Pep might be interested in, but that's going to be on non-business time, I think.
I think you're right on this one.
But now we know how to get to it. When there's not water up to our neck.
Figuratively or literally?
Literally, the last time we were down here, it was flooding.
Pep killed that guy.
We've all done a little light murder.
Yeah. Good times. All right. Should we go?
Rad Rolls. We've all done a little light murder.
Yeah.
We have 3 choices, it looks like.
I'm gonna continue with you all. So pick another from the bin. See what you get.
Well, we can see the map, right? Like we have the map.
Yeah.
You have the map. You don't know what's in the basements of these buildings, but you can go to any of these. You don't have a particular order. So think of it as like all these sewer corridors are running underneath. You're actually
we could split up maybe and go to the 2 middle ones and meet back in the center. Or does that, I mean, the whole idea was to put power armor people with somebody else, but I also feel like we're both very capable of handling our shit if the shit goes down.
I think Hazel would have an aneurysm.
I don't think you're wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But you know, I'm gonna leave it up to you. What do you think we should do?
I think it may be in our best interest to stick together on this, because if we come across something heavy, or if the next basement has has a glowing one or something.
That's true. Which way was the glow coming from? In these other hallways, or just like in the warehouse?
It was in the warehouse. It was from one of the doors in the hall.
Yeah, so like if we go back into the sewers, then we do not have to deal with that. But the proverbial writing was on the wall of what we are going to have to deal with if we. That said, I don't have a preference for which direction you want to go.
Well, all right. Well, why don't we go to this larger room to the right then?
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll do that scene, and then we'll come back to Hazel and Pep. So this one here, yes, number 3.
Oh, great.
You have
Oh,
found
this looks
yourself
wonderful.
almost in this birch crypt. There is essentially coffins stacked high on stone walls. There's like almost like 3 rows of them, and it kind of like mazes out in kind of this like cross shape across multiple walls. You notice that in each of the ends of the alleyways there are like these they kind of look like statues, but they have like black drapes over them. You also notice down the end of the hall, one of the coffins has actually been pulled out of the wall and is opening. It's like it's not opening. It is.
Oh, great!
Yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
it's opened, and somebody is like kind of like looking it over, like kind of. You do not recognize this person, but they are kind of looking it over. They are kind of dressed almost in like fancy clothes. They have like a nice suit jacket. They have a tie. They're human. They're not ghouls. They're just kind of like inspecting it and looking around and almost writing on a clipboard.
Can we see what's in the coffin? Is it just like a dead body that they're looking at?
No, you can't see what's in the coffin. No. But you could go if you want to go over there and look what, like, if you want to move. I'm giving you the scene as you like peep up from the sewer hall. I'm not expecting you all to like bust out and be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm expecting like you all to kind of like lift up and look around and see. So that's what you see.
I want to duck back down so I can have a quiet conversation with Clark and be like, I mean, technically we're both trespassing, so. Does that cancel out?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they could just be inspecting bodies. I don't know for what or why they're not a ghoul.
I've lived in Old Orleans for a while. I don't think body inspector has ever been a job I've heard about.
Yeah. I don't think you would have heard about that.
Yeah, that went well. I mean, in the not weird way, like.
Yeah. Anyways, do you think I should just? I mean, I could try and sneak around up there to see if there's anything that looks suspicious, but it's clearly not Marty if they're human.
Right. I mean, worst case scenario, if we introduce ourselves, like, just make it clear, like, hey, we're not here to yuck your yum. We're just, fellow corpse
We're just
enjoyers.
here in the crypt with you. Look.
The new rom-com coming this summer, here in the crypt with you.
Only on Paramount Plus.
Well, all right. Do you want me? Why doesn't the big scary guy in power armor just keep an eye out for right now? And I'll go just say hello, and if shit hits the fan, come back me up.
You got it.
That way we don't freak out this guy. I mean, I would be freaked out if some guy, I'm in a crypt and someone in power armor just walks up behind me and just says, how you doing?
But at the same time, like, is there anything of value in these crypts? I know, these folks don't need it anymore, but, like...
I don't know. I mean, Marty's kind of a weird guy. They are called the Voodoos. Maybe they do something with bodies?
You know what? That tracks 100%. Yeah, I'll be on Overwatch.
Okay. Yeah, Clark will... Clark wants to sneak a little bit closer first before just, like, announcing that he's here.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Do, agility plus sneak for a difficulty get out of a sewer manhole in a crypt and to sneak around. 3 probably.
Is there any way I can assist since I have power armor? It might be easier for me to.
Yeah, you can roll
a strength score of 11. Yeah, like with a strength score of 11, I feel like I can do the lion's share of like propping that up.
You can assist.
So, like a strength athletics maybe.
You're gonna have to assist some sneak agility, but I'll allow that to be like you can only assist him with that roll. I would say that is if
with,
you're gonna do an
with
assist,
sneak agility.
sneak agility. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just take the first die roll on this. It's an 11. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. So you get out of the crypt. You're trying to sneak along, and this man is looking at his crypt board. His clipboard, his crypt board is also a funny thing to say.
Crypt
board.
Nice,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's branding right there. He turns and he sees Clark, and he looks at Clark and says, "Oh, hello. It's good to see you, sir. Yes. Let me tell you, I was waiting for the initiates the whole night, and I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so happy to see you. I'm gonna actually have you take over for me, and I'm gonna do some of the actual inspection to make sure everything's fine. Is that okay?"
Sure. I'm here. I'm ready to be an initiate for this.
Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted this entire time. So, I'm gonna hand you the clipboard. And I don't know if you've ever walked through one of these processes. Have you?
No, actually, it's my first time, and I would really appreciate, kind of having the rope shown to me if you just have like a moment or two.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you're busy.
I've got extra time tonight because they cancelled the meeting down at the Carousel Lounge basement, so I don't need to go over there and do any of that. So I'm
right.
I'm
because they have the whole thing going on. I heard they have the whole thing going on there today or something, right?
I don't know why they decided to cancel the last minute, but they did. So here I am doing my thing. So.
Oh, they canceled it. Oh, well, I'm glad they did, so you can kind of show me.
Yeah. So if you just hold this clipboard, I'm going to go through each piece and test it. And I'm going to give us some notes for each one. All right? Sound good?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. And so the man in the suit kind of reaches down and it looks at the fairly fresh, not fresh, ghoul body that's been in this crypt. Doesn't look dilapidated, not like a skeleton that's been in there for a while. This is like maybe a few days old, freshly dead ghoul. And he starts, grabs kind of the arm of it and rips it off, and takes his kind of like pincer grip and pulls back some of the meat, kind of rips it off and sticks it in his mouth and starts chewing. He goes, I'm getting real wormwood sense in this, so go ahead and write wormwood on there because that's a pretty good one. And it has a
when
real
when I write it down, I want to. You can finish what you're saying, but I want to look at see what other notes he has.
Yeah.
Or is it all just going to be tasting notes?
It's tasting notes based on limbs. Essentially, he has a form where it has various limbs on there. And so
excellent.
He's looking. He's like, that's real high salt content on this. So I'm gonna try. I don't know if I wrote this, but on the other one, can we get I'm a connoisseur. Can we put nipple on there? Because I really like those are like. Anyways, and he reaches over and grabs the nipple of the ghoul and rips it off and then puts it in his mouth and starts chewing and goes,
Oh, did you hear that? I think there's somebody. I just think I heard somebody come in from upstairs. It's probably another initiate. Do you want to go greet them, and I'll just wait here for you?
I mean, this is pretty important. They can just come down themselves. They don't have to.
I don't know. I kind of got lost trying to come down here. I think I could kind of spooked you when I came down here too. It's confusing up there.
So you're trying to convince them to do charisma plus speech for difficulty 2, I would say.
Okay. I'm obviously going to re-roll that one. Well, I didn't get anything anyways, but I didn't get a complication at least.
You got 0 successes there. So he's like, you'll just have to stay with me unless if you want to do this on your own, that's fine. But show me once, show me how you do it once. Give me your notes, and then I'll go. How's that sound? I just need to know. Obviously, you're a part of this society for a reason. We're a league, of course. And if you go and you do this and you test, I mean, this is simple note taking. I just want to make sure you're the connoisseur that we think that you are.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. Is I that's why I still want to learn because I just don't know quite yet. I just was here to observe, and I feel like I'm learning a lot. Um. Oh fuck it! Try and punch him in the face.
Yeah. Okay. Do I'll do strength plus. No, I would say that you're trying to surprise attack him. So agility plus unarmed for like a difficulty. He's kind of leaned down, so probably like a difficulty 1. See if you can just like knock him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 1 success from that. So you just like punch him in the face, and he kind of like keels over and is passed out for just a minute. He doesn't. You don't have that long, but he's knocked out for sure.
Yeah, I'm boogieing.
Clark?
Back to the sewer.
Oh, he's making egress. Okay.
Let's get the fuck out of here. He's eating bodies.
Oh,
That's all you need to know. He's eating bodies. They're
Yeah.
cannibals. Let's leave.
got it.
All right, so that's the scene with you all. Let's go back to
You're really burying the
Hazel.
lead on the other part that he intimated.
the actual information that he gained. He was like, nope, eating bodies. And I'm
I
not
gave
down.
you the most important information
In fact.
first. We will get to the secondary information next.
Clark is nothing if not constant.
Hazel and Pep, where are you going? You can pick any of these rooms to go to.
I
It's
guess I'm
also
next up.
8:15 now. I will let you know.
Okay. I say we look at that one that's to the on the map. It's to the right of the room we're in.
Oh, it's immediately to the right. Pop
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What's in here?
Okay, yeah, this is the other room description that I started with earlier. You open up the manhole to see essentially this thick smell overcomes you like rotten eggs and death. You look towards the wall and there's just rotting piles of meat. There's a butcher block kind of in the corner, and a super mutant is using a knife to chop up some stuff right there. On the back wall, you notice that there are kind of like these sticks with strings, and each of the strings has kind of it looks like some sort of like sports ball, like fully like extended. It's brown, but it has these like white laces in the very middle, but they're almost being stretched around. And there's some essentially like almost like half-made super mutant like gauntlets to that size that are made out of this kind of like leathery material that are right near it. What are you all doing right now?
Has the super mutant noticed us yet?
He's got his back turned to you all.
Okay. Is there a door out of this room that we could get to? Well, I'm in power armor, so I'm not going to sneak. Is there a door out of this room that's closer to us than it is to the super mutant?
This is the one that I haven't drawn where the stairs are. There's no door in here, but there are stairs, and I would say that the stairs are close to the super mutant.
Okay. Pep's gonna slowly sort of back out of this room, but not so much in a way that like he's gonna let, if Hazel wants to do something in this room, he's all for it, but he's gonna stay kind of making his way out.
Can Hazel see if the super is wearing any particular? Is he wearing armor, or is he wearing? Does it look like he's maybe a member of the Pigskins?
Yeah, he's got a chef's hat and an apron, and you can just see his like butt there. Like, imagine like hospital gown style, but he's wearing a chef's hat. He's
Right.
just chopping meat.
Just chopping meat. Super mutants aren't super choosy about their meat, apparently. At least they're not eating like bulls or people or anything. So that'd be creepy.
Does any of the meat look like it's from people?
Impossible to tell. It's just red globs.
You look for the marbling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a connoisseur? Do we want to go back to the crypt and see if you?
I learned quite a bit from that scene, actually.
Does it look like? No, I think it's just a guy who's chopping up supper for somebody. I think we could just safely just back out of the room and let this guy go about his business.
I think that's wise.
Yeah, let's just see if we can just close this door and pretend that we didn't bother with that room.
All right, so you all, I'm going to give you another go at the room. So go ahead and pick another. Pick anyone.
We could any room? Just
Any
anywhere
room.
around here.
Anywhere. Around.
Want to do let's do the tiny room all the way on the right.
You are a chaos fiend.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
You come to this sewer grate, and it's actually you have to open up. You kind of like pull off this gate to almost open it up, and you climb up, and you find yourself in this weird basement. There's a number of different stands with what looks like small, maybe magazines or comics on them, and they're just kind of like lining the area. There's like almost like giant stacks of them in these boxes that are kind of like folded up ways. There's also, strangely enough, a giant muscly arm that is coming down from the wall that is holding what looks like a giant it's not a giant, it's a human-sized axe, but it almost looks like a knife in comparison to the hand that it's in. That is where you all are. What are we doing here?
Does this look like the basement of a comic book store?
Yeah.
Pep's gonna look for any copies of Hot Rodder magazine.
Yeah. Do a perception plus survival and see if you can find a copy of Hot Rodder. Is that in the book? I haven't actually looked at that specific one.
It's in the game. I'm not sure what's in the book.
We'll figure out something for it. If you get it.
Oh, no successes.
No successes, boo. You go through and you're looking for kind of this magazine, but you see
Like to think all these first editions, you're just like
going
This is kid stuff. This is stupid kid stuff.
And you find a Hot Rodders magazine, and but you pull it back, and it actually wasn't that. It was actually Super
Porno.
Scout Time by Miguel Cortador.
I hand it to Hazel. Look at this nerd.
Hazel, you've received Super Scout Time by Miguel Cortador. That's Spanish for Michael Tanner. This is also the product placement. We are not sponsored by anything from Miguel Cortador, but
Hazel's just basically looking around with like hearts for eyes. Just, this is amazing. Look at, there's so many of them. And this,
Does that axe look like it's actually real or a
oh yeah,
prop? Oh, yeah, it's axe. That's kind of cool. Pep is gonna see if he can remove the axe from the giant hand.
okay. Tell me. Okay, well, first do a strength plus athletics for difficulty 4.
Ooh, okay.
ooh. You're wearing power armor.
I am wearing power armor. Bracelet, give me strength.
well. Okay.
2 successes. With that, I'm going to give you a mixed success. So you are grabbing onto this hand, and it's actually like reinforced steel in these fingers, but you're pulling out like all this like ceramic, almost like concrete pieces that are in there, trying to like get to this thing. the axe itself, you get to it and it falls apart. But you realize that you have essentially the long grip and the head of Grognak's axe. It is broken. You'll need to repair it if you want to use it, but you just have the axe head and now the staff of it.
Hold on one moment. I'm checking to see. I do have jury rigging. I can repair an item without needing to expend any components, or the repair is temporary, and then we'll break again on the next complication you suffer. Application range of all skill tests used items increases by 1. Reroll of a 19 or 20. Can I see if I can?
This room for you. I built it for you.
Can I try to fix this Grognak's axe?
Yeah. Do it's crazy you thought of that. Do an intelligence plus repair for difficulty like 2.
Do you have a multi-tool or anything like that?
No. I'm almost certain, but let me check my gear. I think that. Yeah. No.
That is something you need to add to your next shopping list because this could have been a difficulty 1.
So I'm sorry. What am I rolling?
Intelligence plus repair for difficulty 2.
Repair.
Shy.
Yeah, you
Just
try as you might. You try to like fit it into the square peg into the round hole a bunch of times. It doesn't work out, but you have essentially a very fancy stick and a very fancy. I imagine it's like the Castlevania axe that he throws out and it spins in the air.
Yeah, like a double-headed, like orc style.
All right, we'll see what we can do back home with this item.
We could put that on a chain, and then you could like swing it around your head. I'm sure that would be okay. That's a bad idea. Pretend I didn't.
I like that idea, but I feel like it's
about as safe as anything else that we've.
All right, I would like to see if there's any comic books that are in good condition that I can grab to take with me and maybe like hand out to people in our group later down the line.
Yeah, perception plus survival.
Come on, baby. Perception plus survival. Please.
Difficulty 2. Sorry, that was the one I gave Pep as well.
Perception plus survival. Difficulty 2. Come on.
2 successes. Yeah, you managed to find a Grognak the Barbarian comic book. The issue number is smudged out because we're going to roll for that later. But in game, you're like, oh, I don't know what issue this is, but I got one. And you kind of like put that into your into your pouch.
Well, it's not mint, but I'll take it. Cool. All right.
Is there anything else for this room?
I don't know. Is there anything else in this room?
Are there stairs leading out of this room, leading up, or a ladder?
Yes, there are stairs leading up into. Yeah, there are stairs in all of these rooms. There's no doors to anywhere outside, but there are stairs to all of these rooms.
So it's late at night in the bookshop. Is it safe to assume there won't be anybody upstairs?
It's 8:15 p.m. in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
We're getting close to prime time. Mm-hmm. Well, it's always prime time, probably.
All right. Yeah. I was gonna.
That might be good for this room.
Cosplay. I was gonna see if they had any cool cosplay props.
Oh.
Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. We should go.
Before you wreck this place enough.
I ripped out their art installation. Now it's time to go. All right. Let's go back to Clark and Lonnie. Clark and Lonnie, where are we going to next? Have you shared this piece of information that you know that the 10 o'clock thing is not going down? By the way, it's 8:30 now.
As we walk to the next room, sure, yes, I tell him. By the way, he won't be there. Apparently, this meeting got canceled. They don't really know why, but that weird cannibal guy said the meeting was canceled. That was going to be at the bottom of the Sweet Chariot.
Do you think that might just be a cover to get some people to not go? Like they called a meeting, but they tell somebody, yeah, it's canceled because they really don't want them to go to the meeting.
I'm going to be honest. I think this guy would have rather been eating these corpses rather than going to the meeting.
Oh, that's disgusting. Got it.
Yes. Yes. So I don't really think he needed an excuse not to go. I think if he was going, it was going to be because he had to.
Let's see if we can. Let's check something on the way. I think I want to relay that to Rodgier. But I mean, we can do something on the way.
Yeah. You can go back to Rodgier, and you can just tell them that information, and Rodgier will
that's
say,
what we heard, and you can act on it how you want.
Yeah.
Whether or not it changes your plans, we're continuing to do reconnaissance, but some corpse eater said that the meeting was canceled, but maybe they just told him that because he was a corpse eater. Toodaloo. Okay. And what?
Knight Rodgier will essentially hear all that and say, well, I heard that there was another player in town, and they're actually meeting at one of the speakeasies. So I don't know if that's going to happen before or after, but I know he wouldn't miss that. I don't know when that's going to happen. I just know 10 p.m. Carousel Lounge basement. If that's off, I don't know, but that's also happening. I don't have a date and time on that, but that's the only other piece of information that I have.
Okay, we'll continue looking, but there was definitely some meat eating at the crypt. So
Said nipples tasted best. No, he said nipples tasted best, and that's when I knocked him out and left.
The grossest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it sounded pretty. It sounded pretty grotesque.
Yes, yes, it was.
I don't know about this new player in town.
Well, I'm gonna think on that for a little bit.
The less you do, the better.
Yep. And he kind of goes back to doing what he's doing. Where are you all going next?
Yeah, this.
I think we should go there.
Yeah.
Right.
Because why not?
Oops. And we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna get rid of that. Yeah. You are currently in. Well, you kind of open up this grate, and you see a bunch of old instruments that are not in use. Essentially, there's like a trumpet, a trombone, a tuba, a saxophone. They're all in these boxes. There's a drum set there, and you hear people kind of like laughing upstairs, like the ceiling above you. You notice that like this is like almost kind of like a nice practice space, where everybody's pulled up chairs to kind of like sit around the drum set because it's the least movable thing, with some sheet music on them. What are you all gonna do?
Do we recognize this?
You can ascertain that this is the basement of Preservation Hall.
Okay, so not Sweet Chariot. This is a bit more.
Yes.
Got it.
Sweet Chariot's in the Marigny, by the way. You're in the French Quarter.
Okay, sorry.
Spotted Cat? Or is that in the Marigny?
Spotted Cat's in the Marigny, too.
Do these instruments look as though they've been modified by Arturo? Or are they the vanilla
They are
versions?
unmodified.
Unmodified. Okay.
What does the sheet music say?
Yeah, you go over and look at the sheet music, and it has a number of different old tunes. It's got Lavender Coffin. It's got, the Saints, and it kind of has like a frowny face on there. That's got Tiger Rag on there. It's also got a set list for it says for the special meet and greet 9:45 down in, hang on one second, I have a note on that, down in Little Easy. That's the location that they have there.
Little Easy sound familiar to Luani?
Does it? I mean, so
No.
a speakeasy
No.
could vary in its secrecy, I imagine, depending on how exclusive it was. And Lonnie probably would know about all the like dive bars and terribly kept secrets. Yeah, so like nah. Some of these places they change names like every 6 months, so
Well, still, it kind of sounds like our potential speakeasy event.
yeah. Rodgier talked about it. 9:45, it's a little bit off. Maybe that's why they're canceling the 10.
Yeah.
And you kind of look at the bottom note and it says 2 doors down.
Two doors down. Okay. We're in the sewer, so
Hard to say what's 2 doors down.
yeah, the geography might be a little off, but that's good info.
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Is that it for this room?
Yeah, I mean, I want to take sort of one more look around. Is anybody's like stuff down here, or is it just like the instruments? Do they look like
Just the instruments, just a practice space with the sheet music.
Yeah, I'm not planning on ripping a sick drum solo.
No, I just wanted
I
just wanted to do one more pass by the room, make sure we're not, nobody's hanging out in the corner or
Clark
anything.
could be a pretty good drummer for Def Leppard, I would think. Movable arms. It's a bad joke. Moving on. Is that it for there? Where you all?
Yeah.
So where does everyone want to go next? For everyone.
I think we're trying to go the 2 doors down. I mean, this seems like the most
if that
logical.
happens to be 2 doors down, like
That's close to
based
where
off
we
the
are.
information we have.
Closest approximation.
So is everybody going to go to this room? And I think this is where I'm going to stop the podcast. If we're all going to go to this room for now, I'm going to finish off the room description and probably end it there. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Right. You all kind of meet up with each other. You do like a hey. Everybody shakes hands.
Oh, so we're all going to 6.
So yeah.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
It's currently 8:45, and you all have gone to number 6, which is the Little Easy. It's currently, as you open it, set up very well. There's a number of different tables and alcoves. Like the placemats are all set. They have like glassware. They have the various forks for like gherkins and such. There is a fully stocked bar. There's a stage where there could be a light performance of some kind. You notice that one of the tables is actually there's like 3 people sitting there. One of them is a man in a tan suit and sunglasses, and the other 2 are wearing almost like football pads and kind of like red torn robes. They have like giant goggles on their head, and actually around their head is almost like a full wolf. It's almost like the skin of a wolf and head of a wolf has been like adorned upon their head. That's what you can see. What are you all gonna do?
Not crashing the party here, aren't we?
Maybe we should ask them if they have little smokies. If they do, we should leave.
Hi,
Out of character,
is this-
I feel like I know which faction this is.
Yeah.
Hi, is this the meeting? Are we early or? Sorry, I just didn't want to interrupt if we were early.
All right, so you're coming out of the sewer grate and you're gonna go talk to him.
Oh, I thought we were just like in, like I thought we had opened the door and we were
you're,
like in the room.
Every time I describe the room, you're
okay.
You're always like peeping up, like
Oh yeah.
you're getting ready to look around. So like, what is your I'm gonna give you the lay of the land. I'm not gonna, the gears aren't gonna turn until you go in there. So what's everybody gonna do?
I kind of want to stop and listen and see what they're talking about first.
Yeah, if we're early, we might as well eavesdrop.
Perception plus speech for a difficulty 2, and everybody can roll that. Oh my lord.
What are they saying?
This is considered a contested speech roll.
What are they saying?
I got smooth talker.
Yeah, does this count?
Let's count for that. Ma?
If you have smooth talker, no, that doesn't make any sense because that's about this is listening to things.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, we can re-roll it if you want, but it's kind of a stretch.
You have a speech of 3 and you rolled a 2, so technically that should be 2 successes.
It's only if it's tagged. Only if it's tagged.
Yeah, it's not tagged. Speech isn't tagged for me.
Yeah, speech isn't tagged for you. Anyways, you all overhear some broken words. The first you hear is the guy in the middle in the tan suit essentially saying, if we have the 5th Legion occupy this side of the town, that will most likely set us up for an ability to be defensive in the maneuver. Now, we'll have to cure off the other districts of the town because we don't have enough men to manage that populace. But there's enough work to be done so that if we can have that at that time, we'll be able to at least have a standing army enough that we can deal with the things that we want. That's if the deal goes through. And that is where I will leave the session.
We should have bought grenades.